In this video, we will learn about HTML tables. For that sake, let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code and we will cover all the topics which are related to HTML tables in this particular video. So here, if you see, first thing is how to define a table UI in HTML. For defining a table UI, we have an element called as table. So let me use that table. So this is my table, and what I can do is I can write some set of columns and rows. In general, the table is looking in a format of Excel where you will have a row and a column which are combined together to form a tabular format. So now here the case is, first one, we have to know how to define a row. For example, if you want to define a particular row in a table, then you can use tr. So tr is a tag which can be used for writing your row, and inside that row we can divide some set of cells. Cells in the sense the small boxes in a particular row that can be defined by using a tag called as td, table data. So whatever the table data we are writing and whatever the table data which we want to showcase on the UI, then that particular cell data can be handled inside this td. So inside this td, I'll write something like Sai Kumar, and I want to write something like td, one more cell where I can write something like 28, or it's something like a age, and let me go with td and let me write an address, Hyderabad. So let me save this and let me go here and reload. Now what happened is you got Sai Kumar 28 and Hyderabad, but you didn't got in a tabular format. So to maintain that tabular format, what we can do is we can write some set of styles. So let me write a style tag here, and we will be writing border 1 pixel solid black. So this is my border for my table. Let me go here and reload. Now you got a table, but each and every cell has to be divided. So what we can do is let me copy this style and put it over here. We are doing in a long process. Actually speaking, we can do in a simple manner as well, but we will discuss that whenever we are talking about CSS. So let me put here and put it over here, along with that put it over here. Save this. Now you can go here, reload. Now you got a table with a tabular format, and each and every cell is separated and you got a space between them. So that's about your spacing and how to define your particular row. So now if you want to create one more row, what we can do is just copy this tr and put it over here, give something like Kurtiwada and just give some 29, and let me pass Warangal. Save this and go here, just reload this. Now you can see 2 records. So that means how many rows you are trying to add, that many rows will be added into your table. What we can do is, here we have added the table by using td and tr, but we don't have headings for this. If you see, this is a name, this is an age, this is the place. So how can we define that particular heading? So again, if you see, heading should also be defined in a row format. One is name, one is age, and one is place. So what we can do is, let me create a tr tag, and there is a specific tag which we can use for defining a heading. That is nothing but th, table heading. What it will do, I'll show you. So let me paste this as name, and let me make it as age, and let me make it as place. And what I'll do is I'll just add the styles to this, and here as well, and here as well, here as well. Save this, go here and just reload. Now you can see a name, and it is in a bold fashion. Why? Because it is defined inside the th tag, that means table heading tag. Table heading tag has 2 features. One is it will make your content bold, and it will move that content to the center of that particular cell. This is the center of the cell, and this is also a center of the cell, and this is also a center of the cell. So that's how it will divide the content. Whatever you gave in your table data, that will be in the center, and it will have a bold fashion. So that's about your table heading. So we have defined table heading, and we have defined our table rows. So that's about your table definitions and how to write it, and whatever the borders we gave. So let me talk about the borders more in our CSS, but for now remember, border is something like you can add some sort of colors and a width and what type of border you want. So there are different types of borders. We will talk about them whenever we are learning CSS. So let me go into the notes one. Now you can see table sizes to apply. So actually speaking, the table is taking only this much space. That means it is considering the content space. What I want to do is I want to take throughout my screen. So in that case, what I can do is I can just add width of 100% and save this, go here and just reload. Now you can see it has divided your screen into 100% and it has divided each and every column. So if you try to add one more column, it will not add the scroll. Instead, what it will do is it will compress your table. So let me go here, just copy this and try to add one more column. Like, let me copy this with the TH and let me add something like native place, and let me add something like my native place. Again, it would be an Hyderabad, and here let me make the native place as something like Tirumala. Save this, go here and just reload. Now you can see the table has been compressed and it divided itself into 4 columns. If you see this, the name, age, place and native places are in the center by default whenever we are trying to use a TH tag, that is table header tag. That's about your tables and how to configure your table headings. So now let me go here and check the next one, that is vertical tables. If you want to create some sort of vertical tables is in the sense you can have this name, age, place and native place in this manner. That means it should be in the vertical position and remaining content should be in the vertical position itself. So how to do that? Let me go here and instead of making all the changes, what I'll do is just I'll remove this TRs and we can copy that border again from the style. So let me create one TR and that TR should have this style. So let me copy this style and put it over here. This is my row. So for the first row, first one should be in a column fashion. So that means table heading. So what I'll do is I'll use something like first name and let me copy this table header and put it in another row. So I want to create another row and that row should have second name, and let me copy this TR again and put it over here. Let me use something like age and now save this. Go here and just reload. Now you can see you got one table and in that table you have only one column. All the values has been centered. Now what I will do is I will add some data to this TD and my data is something like I, and copy this, put it over here and here. Size, second name is Kumar and let me go with age of 28. And the same way let me copy one more user. His first name is Kurtivada and let me copy this, put it over here. I'll use Sai and let me copy this age and let me make it as 30 and save this. Now let me copy this style and put for all the THs and TDs and TDs, then TH, TD, TD and the TR. Save this. Now go here and just reload. Now you can see the data, whatever you are showing, it is in vertical mode. That means this will be one person and this will be one person. First person's first name is Sai and second name is Kumar and this is age of 28. That means complete table is in the vertical format. So this is about left side you will have the headers and from right side, from second column you will have all the data about that particular table or the persons or users. So that's about your vertical tables. Let's talk something about colspan and rowspan. For that sake, I'll just revert this back to our table format which we did in horizontal manner. So let me revert this and we have that code. Yes. So now we have this code. Let me save this, go here and just reload. Now you got a table, but what I want to do is I want to combine this place and native place together. So that means this place and native place I want to combine together and I want to show Hyderabad and Warangal. So what I want to do is I want to make it as a native place or a place and he can give both the places. So let me go with place slash copy and slash. So now I'm performing a column operation, that means colspan. Let me go and give colspan of 2. What it will do is it will take 2 columns as one column. Let me go here, reload. Now you can see these 2 columns were combined to make it as one column and remaining content can be 2 columns. So that means I am trying to combine the 2 columns and the data will be segregated as per this logic. So that's how you can use this particular colspan. Now what I can do is let me add one more vertical logic. So I will use vertical logic over here. How to use that is, it is very simple. I can just create one tr, and this tr has th, and let me copy this, put it over here. So let me remove this. Now instead of using this place, I'll use something like number. So what I want to do is, I want to have a table header with a name, and this will be Sai, and this will be like Kumar, and this one will be td. Copy, paste, paste and paste. So this will be my row, and let me copy this row, put it over here. Let me make this as first name, and let me make this as last name. So last name, let me make it as Kurtiwada, and I want to make this as TechShare, something like TechShare SKK. Save this, and now go here, reload. If you see, this is my first name, this is my last name. Let me add one more thing. Let me copy this and put it over here. Let me add a property called as age, and let me give some age like 28 and 29. Save this, go here and just reload this. Now you can see we have first name, last name, age, Sai, Kurtiwada, Kumar, TechShare SKK and 29. So there is a spelling mistake over here. Save this and reload. Now what I want to do is, this first name and last name, whenever you combine this, it will become a name. That means the combination of first name and last name will become a name. Here what I want to do is, I want to combine this first name and last name together. So how can I do that? I'll make it as name. Instead of first name and last name, I'll make it as name, and we have something called as rowspan of 2. So it will take rowspan of 2. That's why you will not have second heading. Let me save this. So first row will be the name, and second row is combined with this rowspan. Hence it will be having the second row as well with this name, and remaining columns will have original data like that. Let me reload. Now you can see the name is combined. That means 2 rows has been combined. By this what we understand is, whenever you give a row span or column span, it combines either a columns or rows. If you are using a row span, it combines the rows. If you are using a column span, it will combine the columns. So that's about your call span and row span. Now let me talk about this call group. So to talk about this call group, first what we'll do is, we'll create some set of rows. So what we'll do is, let me create some tables, and let me remove this row span, and here also let me make it as td, and this also td, and remove this. So this is first name, and then last name, and then age. So what we'll do is, we will move these particular values to the heading part. So let me create a tr tag where I want to have a headings, and these headings will be this content. So let me use headings and headings and heading. This one will be last name, and this one will be age. So now all TDs should be TH, because I want to make this as a heading part. Let me make this quickly, and then this TR, let me add a style. Copy this and put it over here, save this. Now what happened is, we created some set of headings. Let me remove this, and then this one. Save this, go here and just reload. Now you can see the last column you are not getting. Why? Because we have age here, and let me add the age. Copy this, put it over here, copy this one and put it over here. So we have created 3 rows. Let me remove this. One row is for heading part, one row is for data part, and another row is for data part. That means we have 2 users with one heading row. Let me reload. Now you can see first name, last name, age, Sai Kumar 28, Kurtiwada, TechShare 29. So now what I want to do is, I want to add some set of call group. What is this call group is, you can group some set of columns, and you can apply some styles to that particular columns in a common fashion. There is a call property. For this we will have something called as span, and you can give some set of span value to it. Span value in the sense, you can give a value. That means how many columns should be defined with this particular styles. So for example, I am giving a 2, and let me apply some set of styles, and this style property will be restricted. That means you can use only few properties like visibility, background, height and width. So these are the properties which are applicable on this particular call property. So what I'll do is, I'll add a background color, and the background color is, let me make it as red and save this, go here and just reload. If you see, first two columns has applied with this particular background color, that means the styles. So if I give span as 1, it will apply only for the first column. Let me reload. Now you can see it is applied only for the first column. If I give span as 3, it will apply for all 3 tables, that means 3 columns. So you can make this very simple, like you can apply some set of colors to that particular column by defining a span value. So let me go with 1. First one will be red color. If I have 2 things, that means first and next to 2, that means it will consider the first one with red and next to 2 as blue, and save this. You can go here and reload. The first one is red color and next to 2 is blue color. Like that you can define your columns and you define particular styles. For example, I don't want to show the first one. There is a property called as visibility. Let me go with collapse and save this. Now that particular column will be collapsed. That means it is taking these particular styles and applying only for that particular spans. 1 indicates already it occupied the first column. So next to 2 indicates that second and third columns will apply with this background. So that is what you can understand by using a call group. So that's about your call group, and you can write multiple call groups. This is what we are talking. Multiple call groups is something like this is one call group and this is one call group. So like this we can define multiple call groups. And also we spoke about hiding the columns. Hiding the columns can be done by using this call group. Inside the call group you have a call element, and for that element if you pass visibility as collapse, that will not be visible on the UI. So whenever you want to dynamically use this particular columns and rows, then you can use this call group dynamically. Whenever you are learning JavaScript, you can see this, how we can manage and how we can show and hide these particular columns. So that's it about HTML tables. We'll learn more about this HTML table designing and applying some styles and CSS in the upcoming videos whenever we are learning CSS tutorials. So that's it for this video. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.